So here's my thing. Is there a difference between finding alignment, creating alignment, or learning to live misaligned? Right? So that's how I view this, right? If I can have a situation and I can get it to align with me, does that make me a bad person? Or do I have to be subject to learning to be willing to live misaligned with a person who is not in alignment with me, but there's intersections and there's paths that we cross where we can potentially continue to push forward. Mm-hmm. Like if I'm 40, I'm cool with a 30-year-old, even a 29-year-old. Right? Now, that's a pretty decent gap. 10 to 12 years.
That's done.
But if I'm 30, I'm personally not going to do
19.
A 22-year-old.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, I'm sorry. Not 30. Well, even at 30, I probably wouldn't do it. But at 40, I'm definitely not doing a 22-year-old on purpose. Right? On purpose. If it's a vibe and it's the night, yeah, I might fuck around, right? Depending on how old she looks and how old I feel she is.
Is that when you know her age?
No, I mean, you typically don't know. I mean, you do ask at some point.
So it's like if the vibe is there, you going to let the vibe continue, or you're going to be like, wait, how old are you?
I'm in the club. We're vibing. I got girls. I'm out of state.
Vacation.
I got a hotel or an Airbnb, right? And, it's been lit. I got 10 girls in this section. I don't know the age of 9 of them, but one of them says she's 22 or 23, but she's beautiful as fuck. And I might be like, you know what? And I'm going to tell him like, yo, I really shouldn't be fucking with you. But I'm going to fuck with you today. Right? And that's what I mean by on purpose, right? But
then
after
you going to have a kid blowing up your phone.
Nah.
After that.
First of all, the 22-year-olds be more gangster nowadays. And then they tell everybody they fucked you. Like, what? Calm down, sweetheart. But anyways, that's what I mean by on purpose. But would I seek to date that person? Never. Ever. And they always have the young age, like you used to do that shit. Like, how old are you? Be like, guess. I'm like, oh, she young as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
you can hear it in
she either young as fuck or old as fuck. It's one of the two.
She said, period.
First of all, I was about to say, you got to wait for well, actually, I feel like Aaron's the only person I know that says poo at the end. I'll be waiting for it too.
So I wouldn't want to box anybody out and be like, man, you 32, move around. But if you 32,
I like when she say that,
and you're mature, and you probably give off like a 37 vibe or something like that, then maybe I would date somebody younger. But at a minimum, I don't care what your age is. You could be 50 or 29. You need to be in shape. You need to have your teeth right. Your money
right.
your money needs to be together. Your career aspirations, goal, plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, have things in place, have a plan that's working. Like, I'm not just going on like a vibe. Like, the vibe isn't enough for me because, to be honest, I can kiki with anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, especially with a few glasses of champagne. So, like, that doesn't matter to me. But anybody with a 2 in front of their age, no.
But
I could kiki with anybody too, but honestly, the age will really deter me though. Like, we could have a nice conversation, we could vibe, but that's it.
You're 20.
It's a cranberry juice.
You
actually.
said liar.
Damn, your body is responding.
First of all, I was like, just ignore it. But Rico was making it very obvious. That quick head turn. The fucking head turn.
Yeah. Did y'all hear that chat? Chat caught that on.
They're not going to hear it.
I think that's the difference between, like, not to do the man and woman thing, but like, women can always pull a dude, no matter what age. Somebody's going to find them, somebody's going to want them, size, shape, age, and anything. And that's not going to feed into your ego, like, oh, he made me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not Stella got a groove back. They that's just how they live.
Because really, I'm finna teach you something.
That's it.
That's the best part. That's why I used to love older women. Like, go ahead. I'm coachable, baby.
I mean, I feel like it's probably only
anybody
appropriate.
talking to me like that will be a hell no. You crazy. I'm coachable, baby.
You see the high pitched voice? My voice still kind of high.
She got Werther's in her pocket.
What?
She got what? What you said? Craziest thing is I be watching Rome put candy in his pocket all this fucking time. I guarantee he got a gummy worm
bear.
or a gummy
You got a
bear.
gummy
right
bear?
there.
He's about to pull some
Look,
shit
that
out
shit
right
warm.
now.
That shit deep in his pocket. He digging. Don't grab anything else with it.
No, I must have eaten.
Oh, you-
In a napkin. Oh, he old.
He wrapped it in something this time. He wrapped it in something.
Normally
this
they just be in his pocket with lint.
Yeah.
He offered it. He offered it to our guest last week.
The dude?
No, the girls.
Oh,
I had
But
kids.
I'm looking at
That's
him
kinda
like
creepy.
I know you fucking lying.
that's kind of creepy, actually.
I know you fucking lying. Like if you do it with us, cool. But I'm like,
Candy's still candy. It's still sweet.
I couldn't even believe.
Shit warm as hell. Right? You can pull that shit apart. Like.
Wait, do y'all remember? I think it was on.
She was nice though. She was like, no.
What's the name of that cartoon with they round and they had Mr. It's a little Dookie and he talked.
A little dookie.
South Park. Wasn't there a guy
Really?
like
Yankee Poo.
right? Was is somebody? But wasn't there a guy on there who used to like offer candy to kids?
But I mean, I don't just hand. I did that last time. But I'm saying like I don't just keep. I only eat candy here.
Yeah,
So I
me
wanna-
too.
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie. So right now, because we're ending one presidency, going into another one, we're watching like a lot of different countries go through a lot of changes. We're watching our groceries be out of control. They're not going down.
And they're not healthy anymore.
Like, well, yeah. So I have really been trying to like not give energy to things that would normally energize me. Energize me means something I'm gonna react to. You know, like say if I gotta call a student loan people or something and they send me on a goose chase. Normally, I'm gonna start talking like this on the phone and well, that's not what I said. If you would just listen, you know what I mean? Like how I would just react when I'm aggravated. I just been trying to be like, man, whatever. Because I feel like right now we have a lot of stress. The shit that we see, the shit that we hear, even if it's just like just ambient noise, like it's everything. And at some point, I think people are gonna start cracking. People who are generally looked at as being resilient, strong, know how to figure things out. Okay, I got a plan. You know, I think those are the people who are we're going to see. They're going to start cracking, and I know I can generally manage a very high level of stress. I can manage a million things on my plate, but now that there's just so much like shit just coming at us, and it's hard to ignore it. Like you go to the gym. TV, you know, you on the you. I don't even listen to the radio in the car. Like, just you pick up your phone. You got an Instagram message coming through. Like, there's just so much. We're just inundated, and I don't know if just saying, "Oh, I'm getting off of social media." I don't even think that's enough at this point.
Yep.
You know, so I guess in order to combat that, I'm really just trying to like not give energy to shit that I cannot change.
And I think it's also the ones who also put in the real work are about to finally see the fruits of their labor. This is that time, the reset, you know? But I do think that, to Aaron's point, a lot of people who are, you know, who have been solid throughout this I don't know, let's say 5-10 year period, and they've been able to show the ability to be resilient, you're going to see them fall too. You know, and they were honest, they were hardworking, genuine people, workers, whatever it may be. But I do think that we're at a point in time where only the strong will survive, and a lot of people are strong, but they've already are on the verge of falling apart. You know, I look at the economy kind of like the entertainment industry. I feel like most of the times when people have been working hard for about, let's say, 5 to 7 years, you hear the stories of sleeping on couches and living off McDonald's chicken nuggets, and then they have that big break, right? And a lot of times they sign a terrible contract, and they go through this turmoil within the companies and the conglomerates that are at the top, and But that's what it was designed to do, to break you, to see who can actually make it through. And then even once you get in, right, once you get through the door, the first room is to break you even more. And then if you can survive that, then you can have the world. So that's kind of how I look at the economy right now. You know, those that were able to get through that door, which is only a select few, a lot of them are going to, you know, they're going to fall, they're going to crumble. And then there's going to be a few that are going to be able to, you know, coast and live through life and potentially live a great life after this period, however long it may be. And yeah.
You know what? And this is going to be, and it sounds so basic, but having this one skill is actually going to like determine if some people can make it or not. It's whether you can cook. Think how much money people who don't know how to cook and choose to not know how to cook, think how much money they spend on delivery and DoorDash and eating out and this, that, and the other. Just a month or I guess maybe a week or whatever. But if you know how to cook, that means you know how to save some money. That means you know how to plan a meal. You know how to make it stretch. You know how to get your proteins when they on sale. You know how to buy your produce when it's on sale and how to freeze it and how much to keep and how much not to cook and just all of the things that have to do with cooking and feeding yourself and your family. I'm telling y'all, that is going to be one skill that's going to break a lot of people.
That's actually been my week. Like this week, I said I'm not buying no outside food. And I'm literally making it happen with what my mom buys 1,000 groceries. Like she's one of those people that don't even check to see what the fuck we got before she goes to the groceries. Like we just have so much things. So I'm like, without me having to buy anything, let me see how much meat we have in the freezer, which we have a lot. And I was like, and I'll make whatever rice, whatever macaroni, whatever the fuck is in the house already.
Mm-hmm.
I've been killing it. It's already Thursday, y'all. I've been killing it.
I got into a big debate with my girl about this.
Like that. Worrying about that damn pizza.
Right.
She licked her fingers and put it in the damn Tostone a bag.
Oh my God. Yeah, you saw it, right?
She had mad dust on her fingers.
Anyway,
She had the nerve to hold the bag like this, as if it was hers. And I was like,
I wasn't here yet. So
there was a
Nigga said, but
was
she
a
hungry
post-
though.
there was a post that I actually literally just got into it with my girl about this because there was a post and this guy was saying how he spent $750 a week on groceries. And I think there was 3 or 4 people, right? And
a week or a month?
a week, right?
That's a lot.
It's a lot, right? But when she said that, I'm like, I mean,
Do they shop at a traditional grocery store?
tradition.
I don't. What do you mean, like
No.
Costco?
Or because you know,
No.
like they have
Lidl.
Trader Joe's and what's that other one?
Oh, Master
Whole
Trader Joe's.
Foods.
No, who goes?
Oh,
to
I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah,
like
select items.
I didn't watch
Yeah.
the video. She was watching it and she said it out loud,
Oh.
and I was like, well, to Aaron's point, I'm like, it's not that bad if they cook all their food.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, how much money do you think we spend like out to eat? Just in general. And I'm talking about like, there's no sushi in the house. So you order sushi from DoorDash that costs you $25, $30, right? So, and you didn't want to drive to go get it, right? So she's like, maybe $200. And when she said that, I almost threw everything in this house. And I know you don't know what the fuck you doing. You just be saying shit and doing shit, right? So when I was like, all right, I'm going to tally things up. So this was on last Sunday when grocery shopping. It was about $225. And then I included that, right, in the total amount being spent.
Plus the ordering food money.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. So it was Wednesday yesterday. And I just did a midweek check, right? And mind you, she got to the point, Gemini shit. She ordered the sushi. I actually didn't even see it. My daughter is like, oh, you had sushi? I was like, I didn't have no fucking sushi. I don't even eat sushi. So she was looking in the garbage and saw the sushi. So I was like, oh, so you had sushi? She's like, yeah. I said, all right, well, just how much was that? She's like, $26. I was like, all right, cool. So I put that on there. So I did the tab and I ran. I'm like, okay, we're at $400 this week. It's only Wednesday. I guarantee you we hit $700 by Sunday.
Was that a week for the
That
400?
was from Sunday to Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's nuts.
Including the groceries. So there was 175. Now we went out to eat at this breakfast spot that was like $100, right? We got kids, so it's 4 people is different than 2. You know what I mean?
100 for 4 people is great.